They can,
even though there's no record.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
right.
I thought it was like a school thing and like they all had to ride bikes.
I think it's a few families that page.
Please.
Look at
Thank you, Rick.
Mr. Rick over here. Oh, he had it. He told it to me.
It's all over it.
He's on fire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home. I'm not needed.
No comment.
Wow.
And you got the purple binder.
Yeah, you betcha.
No, he got blue.
Look, that's close.
Nobody has earned a purple yet.
Oh, okay. I'm satisfied with
this is
the,
about, but I need a purple binder.
I'm satisfied with,
What it is, we all got a white binder.
like we do every year.
Okay.
And he complained.
He
So
had
the
a
next-
problem with that, so he got a blue with a rainbow thing. He needed more color in his life over there, so.
Oh, I thought that represented something else.
I was hoping it didn't, so that's okay.
Well, okay,
The general public will think that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's funnier for us if we don't let it in on the joke.
Yeah, you go through this every meeting.
That's why we talk,
Yeah.
like, yes, no, they think it's no good.
Or in numbers.
Yeah, exactly, no numbers.
An employee number 22.
Yeah, line 22, 48, 36.
Okay, so
Wait, personnel services are down.
we,
Because she's amazing.
yeah, that included Jen
Okay.
with the assessor's office, so that's,
Thank
We
you.
can put it back up with.
we
raises.
can make it go back up, yeah, but.
And consumables,
Comments like that, we don't wanna hear.
Okay, sorry,
it's up 1,500.
No, I'm not yelling at you, Darcy, I'm yelling at
oh,
your sidekick.
okay. Yes, because that is new code books.
Oh, sorry, I should have written.
January 1,
That's the first thing I caught with new code.
yeah, January 1, there is a new code that's coming out, so we are going to do one hardcover and then also electronic version, so,
1,500.
yeah.
I got you, sure, there's-
It's a paperback.
Yeah.
$1,500.
So actually, we were doing, that was,
Yeah.
that was a
Books.
guesstimate. It's actually, what is this?
Just about 17.
9, 16 plus 7, 7. It's actually 16.95. But
Had to say something, didn't you?
I know,
you know any like basics behind the new code or
yes.
is there like critical points or anything? Cause
We
Cause
actually
Dave just
start,
answered my question the other day on our, our codes for new buildings.
in the next month, we have a whole bunch of training that's gonna go through exactly this, but we know that for residential houses, it's gotta be a little tighter. So before it was
With the
3,
infiltration test tighter?
yeah. It's dropped from 3 error changes per hour down to 2.5.
Yeah.
2.5.
So
So-
even the acceptance level, when they put the plastic all over the house
Yeah.
around the compressor?
Yeah.
It's gotta be tighter?
Yeah.
Tighter. So Derek, here's what I'm gonna say, because I say it to all of our guys who complain about it. Guys, the code, this is a minimum building standard. It would be like doing a C- in school.
Oh,
Guys, you can do better than a C-. We want
Okay,
B's and A's.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it can be done.
so it boils down to how they rough frame windows and,
We have a whole list
Yeah.
of all of the air sealing things that make a difference and tighten it up. Granted, being too tight, we hear it all the time. The house doesn't breathe, it's too tight, blah, blah. Yes, you now have to go to mechanical.
Do you
air
still-
systems.
mandate radon vent? Or because our whole zone here,
We,
there's not in.
we don't do anything for
You know,
radon.
one vent can frig up that test.
Right. Yeah, that's not.
Okay, all
Okay.
right.
Okay, down to the,
Oh, we got a standing desk.
yeah, the
from
standing
Red.
debt, no, Barry. Britt's got hers already, I have mine, so Barry wants one.
Rick wants a computer,
Needs, that's a mandate.
needs.
Last year Kathy wanted to replace it. And Britt said no because of blah, blah, blah. So next year, 2026 has to be.
When we buy standing desks, we get them so they can work both ways, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually,
It's better, it's healthier for you.
I got the quote on
I
it, and
believe
it's
it.
actually a little bit less than we put
I
in
find it
here.
more comfortable, I think so.
Do you want me to like tweak these things, or does it, in the big picture, not really matter for a few $100s up, a few $100 down?
In the end, we're going to say, Darcy, you
In
need
the-
to trim 10% off this.
Okay.
So you want the higher mustard or the lower
Yeah.
mustard?
That's it, we're not
Yeah, I was going to
taking
say, I had an electric one. Electric up and down,
Yes,
stand sit table, and
You're fancy.
I don't think it was 65.
That's everything. That's a computer, that's a standing desk
Oh.
and car repairs.
And car repairs,
So-
That's
all the same
500.
materials? Are you gonna fix your car and your desk and your,
we don't have
They're kind of close, right?
a separate area for cars, so we need to talk about that. A little other information has cropped up. We still have the same issue with the check engine light being on, the garage, Gavin has done a replacement of the sensor. The light is still on, so we just talked about it yesterday with Kenny. He says, all right, bring it back down, but he said when we had it up on the hoist, there's a ton of rust, and he said, I hope you put that in the budget because your car is needing to be upgraded or something else.
Just
So
EV?
it's, so,
No,
This is-
sure it
This is, yeah, right, it's been outside for 6+ years. And he said it is, and there's some kind of shield that already is wired up, he's like, that's gotta go. So there's issues that are developing. Yesterday, 2 days ago, our electronics, there's something wacky there, sometimes the tailgate doesn't work. 2 days ago, our computer the screen was just black.
Hmm.
So we're like, oh, I don't know what's going on with
so it
this.
has very little miles, but everything else has failed.
Seems to be going wrong.
how do
So-
you feel about a truck with a water tank in the back of it?
Equally rusted.
How
Um,
many hats can we
It
wear?
would be new to you.
new to me, wow,
You get a free t-shirt.
so that's, what do we had said, hey, maybe $5,000 in car repairs if it ultimately has to go to the dealership, or is it smarter to buy something, is it smarter to lease something, I don't know, so I'm asking you guys. what-
Well, your road record is very good on accidents. So a lease
The least
generally
release,
fits.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And then that puts us in a position of a very good vehicle
Yeah,
to buy at the end.
sure,
And did we just pay for it last year or 2 years ago?
oh, it's gotta be 2 years
2 years.
ago.
2 years ago.
Okay,
Because it's 6 years, so maybe even 3 years
To
ago,
19, right?
yeah.
but that changes this budget.
So we had put in there. We thought maybe $5,000 for repairs, so,
Oh, so at under $300 a month for a lease,
right, and like, we don't know. What any kind of government rate lease, we didn't even get to investigate that. I mean, we just,
we didn't use state when we got that other vehicle for you, I don't believe.
we had some government rate on it, our current one.
I thought someone just honored the state rate and we
Well,
got it.
that could be,
Yeah, and plus you can't, there's no leased government rate.
Right,
oh,
no
so
lease.
maybe they
Only
just
retail.
said, hey, here's
Well, we own that vehicle anyway.
Right.
we do now,
I mean, the point is, we didn't lease it.
we did at the
Oh, we
beginning.
did? We
Yeah.
did, that's right, we bought
3
it
years
out,
ago, we
which
bought
I'm
it.
not a fan of anyway.
Yeah.
You know, buying one out.
It's a nice white van across the street. That would be for sale.
There's a Corvette there for sale too.
Oh, yeah, we want that one,
Very practical, especially for the winter.
It's low mileage.
yeah.
so what are you thinking, Preston?
I'm done.
Yeah. Jason?
Regarding a car,
Yeah,
I would like to explore EV. I ran into Kimball and he said he might be able to do
I like
half
that.
and half. Half and half with, we're gonna, don't worry, eventually you're gonna be outnumbered, Dick.
No, the way GM just announced yesterday, no, I'm not.
Well, cause Trump took away the 7,500.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But like, still, but they might be able, the program might be able to split the cost. He said, have a conversation with them, so
Yeah.
that's a possibility.
Can
yeah,
we,
because the village is switching.
can we bring you down to a hybrid?
Yeah, how about a hybrid? My truck's a hybrid,
What's up? What's a step in the right direction?
and I'm not stepping any further.
You're only one, we just need three.
So,
Doesn't the village have, do they have hybrids or they're
Oh,
They have like,
all?
yeah, they're just, they're.
not all of them, but there's no hybrids.
they're-
Oh.
They're like
Okay.
trucks are all like.
I thought they had
Yeah,
Toyotas.
they had a Toyota to start before I left, there was a hybrid.
Right.
But now the Toyotas are electric and the Chevrolets, are they Chevrolets?
Mhm.
No.
Can you lease
Right,
hybrids?
they're 450s, yeah.
But they can only go to Stewart's corner store.
Well, Kimball was saying, he's like, you get 2 weeks,
Problem.
you get 2 weeks on the charge.
2
So,
weeks.
2 weeks, so when you're talking about a 3 to 5 cents, kilowatt per hour versus $3.50 of gas, so it's like, it's less expensive. And you're not
2
traveling.
weeks, so you only drive from here to.
does
Stewart's
it
and back
cost
each
5
day.
times the amount to register them though, because
No.
you're not paying road tax?
No, it was the same as a regular car.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does New York not charge? Most states do charge more to register an electric car.
yeah.
No,
Mm.
Yeah,
So
Vermont.
New York does not.
not for the time, I
No, no.
haven't seen a price.
So
That's because it's a Tesla.
just to give them a
Yeah.
feeling for
Yeah,
the way we're
not
going
bad.
here. What are you thinking between leasing and,
Oh, definitely lease.
can you lease hybrids or just EVs?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you
You
can
can
anything.
lease
Okay,
any passenger vehicle or half-ton
yeah.
or SUV.
Have you thought whether you want SUV or is there any need for a vehicle at all? I mean, a small pickup or is there times
I'm
when you
thinking
got more than?
SUV.
Okay.
A small,
You like
smallish
it?
account,
One, it works, and two, we're not shoveling snow out of the back of it. I know David's super comfortable in a truck. I just feel like we do have passengers occasionally. And, I think next week we're all going to the APA together, maybe, Emily and the crew. So
Yeah.
forget it, we're not fitting in a truck then.
Right, okay.
Well, if you get a truck, then I'm assuming that at some point Rick will say, you know what, maybe the code enforcement can help with the truck and start moving stuff over, so.
Will you guys handle research into a trade-in value or will you need help doing that?
Well, I would take help with it, but,
Well, I mean,
who would
basically
do
what you're
something?
doing is, if you're gonna lease, you go whatever. I don't know,
And we sell outright.
well, no, you just give it to them and they'll give you money. There's no really trade-in, you just say how much you're gonna give me for
Right.
this, and then you can put it toward.
Okay,
It's the same thing, but it's not a trade.
so here's my thought. With what is budgeted plus the trade-in, we should be more than fine
Mhm,
for a new lease.
okay,
Is that a safe way of thinking?
Yeah.
So I guess I feel comfortable leaving it on you guys.
Yeah.
okay,
Drive it until you're not comfortable with it and then move ahead.
okay,
Is that fair to say?
yeah, we'll
So,
do that,
so of this 6,500, you're saying 5,000 is car repairs?
yeah,
And plus with
We cover
trade-in or
the
value.
lease in there.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
that
saying.
Takes care of a year of.
Yeah.
payments.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's fine. Because I can't see putting that vehicle putting $5,000 into it. Regardless.
right.
Right, no way.
Did you make the record yet?
Yeah, but I did.
Yeah, because what I would do is figure out,
Oh, there, no.
And then there.
I would just figure out, just both of you guys, look
Yeah,
online, figure out what you want you want like a compact. CUV.
yeah, I mean. That where we gotta go and,
You missed a breakthrough. We gotta research like a hybrid.
I don't think she ever said that.
So I gotta-
ever said that? We don't have a power source out there, do we?
we don't, that's the problem, or a problem,
It's the next budget.
okay.
Look at the EV Hummer, there we go.
What line are we on?
Page 10.
Someone today.
So can you
Yeah.
go to the engineering?
Yes, yes. Had a great conversation with Kathleen Swanzo. She gave me some information, which we definitely need to know. We got the quote from her, billing rate schedule. She says to me that when we have an engineer that did a report for one of the septics, and that we want to use her firm as a third party sign off, She says that is going to cost somewhere between $500 and $1,000 per plan for them to review. We think that on a general average year, that might be 10 plans, so high end, $10,000. For,
Wait, sorry, do you mean new septics or any, it's just like people who are changing septics, like some,
yeah,
on average, you have 10
yeah,
changes, new
Yeah.
septics coming through.
per
Okay.
year.
Are we confining this conversation to Lake Placid?
Yes.
Okay.
Only, so it's like relative to the law.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yes, 100%. So then, based on what we have done in past years for the on-site inspections, which is 2 days accompanying for the pump outs. And then we are thinking that if we could add 3 additional days, so a total of 5 days for the whole summer.
Yeah,
For pump outs and inspections with Swazo's engineering. I mean, we could maybe. Yeah, maybe somewhere between 15 to 25 camps. Inspect. For their costs, that's $2,000 a day. Which is about another $10,000. For reports on what they inspect. So we said 15 reports. That's $15,000. So that would be something like $35,000
yeah,
for the summer. Again, I brought it up, we have in our law that property owners are responsible for the cost of this. I still don't know how this is 100% happening. If we say we are going to your property to inspect and here's your bill for 1,000 or more dollars. I don't know, are they, what happens? You might get some people who say, okay, or we might get some people who, no way, I'm not paying that, I want my own engineer. But then there's still the additional cost of Swazo reviewing this other engineered report.
all right, you gotta back up because I'm confused.
Mm-hmm,
I wanted just oversight with the plans of new septic.
mm-hmm,
But if we take an engineer with us during the pump out day
yep,
and he looks. And you can all chime in. I think that cost should be on us. Because we're relying on a professional to tell us that system isn't right.
yep,
So
okay.
that's the $500 or whatever, okay?
That's $2,000 a day for them to accompany us. So if they really only come with us for the 5 day, let's say 5 days,
Yeah,
that's $10,000.
but,
If we're only charging for the pump out, that's 2 days, $4,000.
right,
But then what happens for the other ones where if someone didn't sign up for the pump out, but we know that we're getting complaints, there might be issues here, and we would like to go do 15 to 20 more camps. Who's paying that?
okay, so. I gotta back up again
Yep.
and start over to. Where we're at is we've been polite.
Yep.
For a number of years. Nobody's been listening,
Right,
okay? So now I don't care, right? So now we've got a law, we've listened to you piss and moan.
yeah,
And we've brought an engineer on board to get what you want water quality, you want the whole bit. Now it's on you.
yeah,
So we've got this engineer now and we can decide who's gonna pay what. That's the easy part. But all of a sudden now, I'm not so open arms about sending that barge up there
mhm,
and paying 50% of this stuff.
okay,
We've offered this for at least 5 years now,
more,
more.
yeah.
It's been the same camps,
And
right?
yeah, and you know what
A
we've
lot of
got?
times.
We've got at least 40% everybody taking advantage.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I can't
I
see
shouldn't
what,
say I'm done, but
yeah.
you get my point.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah, really, you could.
So then what's then how are we, if that was a carrot, then what's the stick?
The stick is,
So fine. right?
you haven't done a pump out in 6 years now. We're sending an engineer around because that's our right through the law.
Yep,
And
Right,
you're gonna pay $1,000.
yep,
right.
Now, does it mean we're gonna have the first 40 in
I mean,
court?
James Condon's on number one, and what's James Condon's move? He says no.
And we've got a law and we
But
take him
he's
to
a-
court.
He's a tap in, isn't he?
And actually, isn't Tommy involved up there?
He's on somebody else, he's a tie.
He's on somebody else's.
Okay, so.
That doesn't mean he doesn't
I
get
don't think
inspected.
anybody else, I feel like any of them
And
could
where's,
say,
where's Bedard?
West Shore,
Okay, so that's one that's gonna be putting in a new system, but
supposed to be, but maybe selling, but yeah.
yeah. The other one is that,
Janet Bliss.
So, you know, anybody can say, thanks, but no thanks, so then, right, what is that next step? Are we going to court over this?
Yeah, that's what I'm
or-
saying.
Yeah, I don't
Because
know.
all of this is all sounds so great, but like what it, like literally, we have to be ready with the next step,
Yeah.
because there's gonna be a next step.
right?
There should be some kind of fine
I thought
structure.
there was.
Yeah, well, you guys, then like, are we really fining people? And then the fine is like, are we really taking people to court for thousands and thousands of dollars in legal fees to fine them $1,000?
Who came to us with this last amendment?
Roby.
Your father-in-law.
Did I support it?
Well, listen,
support anything he says?
that lake has been whining for years.
No, I'm just saying that we need to logically think about all these next steps because it's
Sure.
gonna cost. And I think the shore owners need to realize that as well, because it's not as easy as saying you're going to fine them. Because in order for them to actually like pay the fine, you have to fine them and bring them to court. Which
Yes.
means having attorneys come to court and us paying thousands and
Right.
thousands of dollars in legal fees to fine them $1,000, or is it even $1,000?
Isn't it
Yeah,
like per day?
$9.50.
Per
Yeah.
day, or is it per week?
But the reality is, David and I don't have the legal authority to actually find someone. We put it in a letter that says, you may be subject to this.
Yeah,
But it really comes down to, they have to go in front of
The
a
judge,
judge.
and the judge has to assign it.
And
Like,
the,
they don't actually have the authority to fine someone.
no, and the
Well, they have
judge
to be
could-
authority to cite somebody that are in violation, yes?
Yes, but not to fine them.
No,
And then the judge can say, I'm not gonna fine them.
so,
that's right.
so do
They
you
could
feel
just-
90% gets taken care of with communication?
We always strive for that. We
Right.
want it all to be, right, compliance and the willing compliance. I don't know, I'm just
So the
saying,
Shore
alternative,
owners have created this.
so the alternative is we just let them do whatever and ignore pump outs and impact our water. So that's, so with that as our basis, is everyone okay with just not doing anything? I know I'm not. I know the logistics of it seem complicated, but it seems worthwhile in pursuing.
Reality, I mean, well, perceptions.
we want. to
We
do
should have
everything.
some kind of meeting with SOA.
Sure. Right, there has to be something else, so everyone is very clear on
And
it.
their new leader would
This-
be a good one to meet with, don't you think?
Roger.
Roger,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay, so for septic engineer, I had a to be determined. We're thinking maybe $35,000, how much of that we recoup? I don't quite know that. You know, maybe it's half of it.
will you tell me this? Are we premature in doing this?
There's just more information that we have found out, like in the last couple days,
Yeah,
so a little.
What do you mean, information, can you elaborate?
Well, like the whole septic engineer, I just had my conversation with her half an hour ago.
Right.
So I didn't know like this number, I had it as to be determined.
Okay.
Thinking, you know, we're kind of guesstimating what we did this year, putting a price to it as a worst case scenario. And yeah, $35,000. Our laws, you know, says one thing that we can get money back, but right, then we're incurring maybe other costs, so.
So as a baseline, wouldn't it, just kind of circle back to what you were saying, is that when they go out to the pump out and the inspection, the cost is on the town, can we just focus on that as a budgeted cost and determine that?
That would be
And
the
then-
worst case.
Well, I'm just saying, well, then it gives us several
Mhm.
months over the winter to develop a sort of a process and communicate the
Mhm.
process. And collaborate with the shore owners so that we can get nearly everyone on board.
Sure.
Yeah, and we always say this, right? It's like ideally it only takes one one case, right?
Yeah.
And like one,
Right.
one person to like, to find and move through that court process, and they're like,
Oh,
oh,
okay.
look, like they're serious and.
So that's what I'm
Right.
thinking is, you know, it's gonna cost us. As you said, thousands and thousands of dollars, but it's almost like a one-time. Expense.
Permit photos.
So let me just move down the road a couple of years, like.
Yep,
You know as good as anybody, in 2 years, there may not be a Tommy Dupree.
correct, yeah.
And your stepson is, got so much work, would he fill that void?
Sure, he was out there last week.
Oh, so,
'Cause
so
they-
at least there's a,
Yeah, they didn't, to be honest, they didn't want. The former,
okay,
so. A contractor in their area, contacted a contractor in the area that works on the lake a lot,
yeah,
called Jeremy and said, would you go out and pump it? And he said, yeah, sure.
so then we still have some years ahead of us providing the service.
Oh, yeah, he's willing to do it.
Okay,
There's a whole market share that he doesn't have access to right now.
Calling across the lake certification go? No? It's a DEC
permit,
permit.
He maybe has it, I don't know. I mean, his father-in-law had the permit, it's the same permit.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's the same numbers on the trucks, the
Okay.
DEC permit, and Richard used to do it all the time.
Right, so, yeah, I think Jen had told me that they had let it expire because they
Okay.
didn't want to be up there, so then just double check.
No, I won't, no, I didn't, no, because I didn't know that existed, but he, like I said, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, he was out there.
Okay.
Yep.
so
Because
this
I
conversation
definitely
has
had
a
a
lot to do with this
conversation,
budget all of a sudden.
With them to say, are you still interested? And she was like, no, because,
Well, I guess husband and wife don't talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying
He is,
35
he's interested.
35K is what you're budgeted and that is to cover what again?
That would be covering Swazo's plan reviews, on-site, in-person inspections, and their engineered reports.
And that would be the maximum cost for close specific.
Yeah, that's the high end.
That would be for us doing everything.
With the hopes that some of that is recoverable from
Yes.
property owners, but.
Right.
Hopefully.
That would be if Kathy or another principal in the company is the one that is doing these. If it is a senior project engineer, it's a little less expensive. If it's the environmental scientist, it's less expensive. If it's not one of the principals, it's less.
Can you guys give me an example of how often we might actually need Sean Doty, for instance, to oversee, like, I know you have contractors where there's no problems with the systems. We don't wanna reinvent the wheel. So is there an avenue where we have their availability from Swazo's when you need it?
Yes.
Am I thinking too far into this?
A retainer type of thing.
Yeah. You know, like,
We're not looking for them to oversee construction of them,
no,
No,
no.
just the plans.
just the
Just when
plan.
the plan gets submitted to confirm that it
But like, for instance,
meets.
if almost all of Dominic, for instance, work and it's good, it doesn't create problems, you don't have to go back. Do you accept those plans? Or you get a new guy that's up the lake, you know nothing about him.
So for Dominic, we are accepting his plans. But there are others who do not and foil the information and then write big, huge letters and post on Facebook how it's a disaster and the system is failing and it's not right for all of these reasons. And then we are standing there saying, listen, Dominic put his stamp on it. It's one engineer versus another, which is why we feel it's important to have the third party
Mhm.
and go with it that way, because I'm really sick of hearing
Okay,
how if it wasn't me, then it's wrong.
yeah,
Okay.
So that sucks.
So I put you in an unfair situation.
Yeah.
And the retainer idea may be a good idea, at least for this fiscal year, to see how it works out.
The rates that she's given this rate schedule is a per hour.
Per hour.
So,
But we've had other projects which you, maybe a conversation, they may be amenable to any sort of a retainer situation.
so that's great, yeah.
The West Valley sidewalk, the
She
The
does
sewer
say
line.
this is a discounted rate schedule, so,
Well, yeah, when you
I'm
have
not-
8 different projects going on in the town.
yeah.
But they are the best firm we've worked with.
Mhm.
Yes. In the village,
Ours
it's the
is-
same.
So
Uh,
again, for sure, like, we're thinking this is like really high end of what it could be. Obviously, we're hoping for way less than that, but we just don't know yet.
I'm comfortable with the 35K. That seems to be adding to the budget that is worthwhile and meaningful.
I think the intensity of this whole subject is in your lap, like,
Mhm.
is the town gonna start being aggressive? Or are we gonna be passive?
I feel like for 2025, we have been aggressive. We have 4 enforcement actions out right now.
Yeah,
So engineers are working on stuff, getting us plans and inspections are happening. Maybe one system happens this fall, but time's running short now. But otherwise, we're hoping that that's the other thing, there's the installers, you know, it's a short window. And
right,
we're hoping that they can get all 4 of these next year.
yeah.
Don't know.
How about participation in the pump out system? How are we gonna get more people involved? Or are you gonna start a process of new inspections?
I think it should be the new inspection. Sometimes people don't need to be pumped out.
Right,
Then it defaults to, well, we're here, we might as well pump it, right? They're paying for it, but. I mean, maybe in reality, it doesn't need it. I think all the ones that we've been to really needed it.
Plus, in general,
wasn't a
in
waste.
general, to get a good inspection on the system, shouldn't it be pumped out?
I
Part of the
mean,
process.
it depends, right?
It depends what you're looking for.
It depends what you're
I mean,
looking
you know,
for.
you can,
If we had all the information about, hey, we know that this camp has this, and this, and there's many bedrooms and all the details about it, but we always are going there blindly, so.
I mean, I've seen, I've seen systems where, you know, you would. We're looking at them and we gotta pump it first to figure out the whole,
Yeah.
every aspect.
cracks. and-
You're right.
Yeah, I mean, it should, I'm a firm believer in, it's gotta be pumped out to get the full picture.
And
Mhm.
then you mentioned at an earlier meeting that oftentimes maybe some of the systems that they have are not necessarily as adequate for the number of rooms.
Oh, no, they're not.
Yeah,
So
They're not.
like, you would almost think that the pump out.
Yeah, I
is
talked to a guy
necessary.
today in your hometown, Raybrook,
Yeah,
that he's putting multiple tanks in.
uh-huh,
And he's trying to figure out, I told him to call your department,
yeah,
trying to figure out by bedroom, he's got 3 buildings.
yeah,
You know, well, how big a tank he needs and for different ones.
right.
And that's the point. I mean,
And, I mean, right, we're not, there's so many options, like we were
Right.
talking about it, right, we want. Ultimately, we'd like everyone to be on their own, but sometimes topography and lot size and all of that limits that, so.
right,
Do we consider, you know, one system for 2 properties? Absolutely, if that's what
Oh,
makes
yeah.
the most sense. So it's so dependent on what's going on there.
oh yeah, there's like that one we had the year you and I went out, what was it, 5 going into a 10,000, 5
Yeah.
systems going into a 10,000 gallon tank. And it was shot.
so to be back to the budget.
Yeah.
Do you feel it would be safest to leave that figure in there? And you guys know that it's accepted as a phase-in type thing? Yeah, I
This
mean,
is what we were talking about prior to coming down. You know, yes, exactly, we said that, phasing in. And all right, you know, we're hoping for 15 next year. Maybe it only ends up being 10 or 5 or some other number, but.
all right,
Yeah, we definitely planned it for best case, but maybe it doesn't happen in one summer season.
okay. We'll finish up with the logistics of their budget, but then I want them involved when we talk about SOA and our schedule for payment now, because it plays into this. Uh,
I had one other small budget item, because I had talked to Britt, and I don't know if you guys have come to a different resolution about the postage machine. If it's worked out that Britt now has better access down here with getting a key from Rose.
We're okay with getting the key.
Okay,
uh,
I spoke for Britt, I feel good.
I wanna speak for Brett.
You.
Is is there compensation in personnel services for what she does for
Yes.
being on call?
Yes,
Yeah.
Good.
yes.
And that's really been successful, don't you think? I mean, it's infrequent.
Infrequent at first one. Yeah.
All right.
There was one. For the dues and fees, what did we do there?
Is that the contracts and agreements?
No, dues and fees right about
Okay,
Yeah, we had, well, I guess I don't know, that's less than what we had.
it.
I guess we,
Decrease, yeah.
yeah, a little.
however, your employee travel, you didn't put anything in, and if the new code is coming out, you gotta go, or is it gonna be all online?
So far, it is online. That's in the next month online, so we're okay. You know what, if we have to go anywhere, we'll figure it out.
Okay,
The one other thing that I didn't know is under the planning and zoning personal services. So Bill Kissel retired, Mark Shackner's in. I don't know what the agreement is for Tim as review board and Shackner for ZBA. That's something that I don't have an answer, so
Is that what that line is?
yes,
Let's see, 13,000.
13,375.80.
that is health insurance.
So that
Wait,
was
wait, I'm on a different line.
Tim Smith and Bill Kissel.
Oh, I got you.
I have 13,226.
Yeah,
Tim Smith is the only one going into that right now.
Right.
Okay,
It's built right here.
so then I don't need to worry about the Mark Beckner thing. So whatever the number is for Tim, I think you already know it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
that's, Tim is what's going into
Got it.
that planning and zoning
Okay.
now.
Okay. Further questions?
We need to add more somewhere.
I came in a little
I
bit.
don't know.
Well,
That's my question.
That's through our contract with the town, isn't it?
Yeah, but Mark, you know that now that Bill's not, Kissel's not doing it anymore, but you haven't really, have you needed Mark for any ZPs?
Yes, we had one last month and we have one in November. At a minimum. So I don't know what his contract is about that.
It's just hourly.
Okay,
I don't know,
Was 225, but
but I'm sure it's going up for 26.
yeah,
I don't know, I'm looking at Amy.
I mean, is that, how many of those do we have a year?
it's all dependent on,
situation, yeah.
2 years ago, we had one every month. Last year,
which would be
yeah.
12,
October, September was the first one we had in
18.
So if we put like,
If you did 6,
if we put a
Put
couple
12
grand
in.
in there.
Yeah.
As a cushion.
Yeah.
That'd probably be fine.
I don't think so.
And just tell people they can't argue, don't have enough in the budget.
Come back next year, we'll put it in the budget.
So we're up $40,000.
Yep.
How did that happen? I missed that.
Most of that's the,
my saving was only 80 now. Oh, you were here.
Yeah, it wiped out the 40,000 and.
No,
We're airport.
I'm proposing the insect control, we get rid of that, that's $130,000.
For just next year though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just 1 year,
1 year.
we'll skip a year.
he's gonna do
See how it
it, he's
does.
gonna do it for us for nothing.
And then Rick's campaign slogan, bug bites, who cares, vote for me.
Yeah.
It's only 2 months.
Infectious diseases. Sure.
Come SWAT with me.
Take control of your own.
So the difference is pretty much all that septic engineer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, so,
maybe SLA will kick in.
well, that's why
Is that
this,
they cry proud, they
Oh,
cry poverty.
It's amazing.
They won't- They're already asking for more.
They're all broken.
Have you
feel very
talked to
bad.
James Condon?
Yeah, really.
Very
I
empathetic.
got to.
Right.
I got George.
I don't know how this.
George,
Yeah, really.
really.
Ever since Gardens.
Whatever we can do to subsidize.
I don't believe in pump acceptance, so they take care of themselves.
Okay, so we need to talk a little bit about our pump out program. There's a considerable confusion on Chrissy's part. And it transfers to us as well. The way I remember everything. We allocate $7,500 for SOA every year.
But I would say that I think we're kind of confusing two things. So through like whatever we call it, community contributions,
Right.
we've always had like a line item that we give to SOA.
Right.
Just to help SOA.
Separate.
And then during sometime when we started getting money from the federal government, like
Yeah.
after COVID, they asked for a little extra for pump out. And we gave them extra from ARDA, what are they called again? I can't remember.
ARDA.
We spend them all.
It was,
It was spent so fast, I don't even remember.
Whatever that extra COVID money was,
Arda.
we gave them a little extra. ARPA.
That's right.
See,
Arda is there.
Yeah.
Arda is this.
We gave them a little bit extra for an extra day of pump out.
Then we went to occupancy tax.
And then we started using, is that what we did with it?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever, so, but, so they were always two separate asks. There was one ask that was a consistent ask for community.
7,500 and half of the pump outs. That was.
I know.
Okay, so it is 7,500 plus half the pump out.
Yes,
Okay.
yep.
I guess I don't remember what the consistent ask was, but can you direct me to that section of the budget so I can look at it?
Why do we,
It's not
Why do we subsidize?
separated
Yeah.
out.
why do we,
No, it is, it's
I
its
can
own
see
section.
subsidizing the cost of the
All of
barge,
those community asks are.
whatever that is.
We,
Yes,
You're
we
not
would
gonna see
always do
just that one
50% of that.
no, I just want to see the community
50%
ask.
of the barge?
Yes,
Okay, so that's what this,
That might
That's
be
what we're
one,
paying.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
the,
To be
the
honest.
camp, the landowner, the homeowner, the camp owner is paying for the pump.
Yes,
yes,
But the only subsidy is 50% of the barge.
yes.
Okay, cause
For
I
the
can,
pump outs, but we've been given 7,500 to SOA.
For their whatever.
Overall, things they do.
Should we?
Which
So
is-
my-
Did you do that?
You know, honestly, I think they have always told us that they use it a lot, a good chunk of it for invasive species removal.
I was gonna say probably milfoil and.
That's how it started.
But I do think that the invasive species is relatively under control, but maybe they spend a good amount of money every year just keeping it under control. I honestly don't know. And I do think that they usually share a lot of their budget information with us. I'm not saying that they don't use it. I do think that they use it for good things. But 7,500 actually seems like a lot. That's why I wanted to look at the sheet of what we give
Sure.
other organizations, because I
Think
feel
of
like
what they
that's,
charge it.
I got,
Their meeting.
everyone else that much money.
I know, and they were pretty vague this year.
It was invasive species.
Here's the part that I don't like that
In Paradox. Bay.
Kathy just did for them. And if Amy wants to still do it, that's fine, but what Shore Owners does, they ask us to pay the whole barge
You don't
billing
have it.
Mhm.
so that they don't have to pay sales tax.
Okay.
And then they send us
Okay.
a check back for that
Oh.
50%. Like that.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's not actually what was happening. That's what I think theoretically was supposed to.
What was that?
so what's happening? What was happening?
So. It looks like last year we paid the whole septic pump out.
The barge,
No,
Yeah,
Sure.
that's,
Adirondack Lakes Marine Contracting.
Yes.
yes, that's the
Okay.
barge.
So we paid their whole invoice,
what was the
Okay.
cost?
$2,040. And then we cut the Shore Owners Association a check back for $54.60, which was the difference to the 7,500.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, the year before. The barge cost was $67.20. We paid,
because there was 3 days left.
we paid half of it,
Yeah,
$33.60, and then. We took their half. From the 7,500 and gave them the remaining 4,140. Okay, so in essence, we gave them 10,860 that year. Okay,
yeah, that,
we gave them 7,500 plus we paid half of the barge.
exactly.
The year prior, in 2022, it looks like we only paid for the barge, 2415. And I think that's because there they had some confusion because their 2021 contribution of 7,500 got paid in 2022.
Yeah, because they didn't ask for money and Kathy wouldn't give them a check.
Gotcha. So then in 2022, so we paid 7,500 and the full amount of the
Yeah.
barge. So we haven't done it consistently
Mhm.
throughout the year. Their funding request for this year says that they are asking for 7,500 to help defray the cost of operating the Lake Steward program through Paul Smith's. And
That's-
additionally,
Basis, BCB.
additionally, they hope the town will continue to provide financial assistance for maintaining the environment through offsetting the costs related to the rental of barges.
Which is 50%.
So,
I can see supporting that if we're gonna open up a dialogue, if we're gonna really enforce this law and encourage them to help out. I can support them.
But I do think it needs to go in the budget, because the only thing that was budgeted though was the 7,500.
Right. And also, Darcy, you had mentioned about increasing the number of days. That's more money.
Right.
Yeah, but last year they couldn't even get enough people to sign up to fill
Right.
2 days.
So last year, so
Yeah.
for this year, we've already paid $8,360 for the barge. We paid the whole invoice. For
And then-
that, and so that's how this is coming up, she's. Now asking for the difference between half the barge pump out and the 7,500,
For 2025.
yes.
Wait, say that again?
We haven't received our like reciprocated, like the money back.
We're not gonna get any money back, that's never,
That's the problem. So the only way we're gonna get money
So-
back, and this is being facetious, the only way we're gonna get money back is to spend money.
so. We
Take it out
paid for the
right.
whole thing. What they're looking for is for us to pay. Half out of our budget and take the other half of that we paid out of their 7,500.
That's right.
And now still pay them the 3,320 that would be remaining.
No, there is no remaining.
They're,
They haven't gotten their 25 money yet.
Yeah, they haven't got their
Oh.
7,500.
Okay.
So did we? I guess
so,
do we wanna give them 7,500?
well, the question is, does the 7,500 include the pump out?
And
No.
then it has.
No.
No,
Okay.
that was for Eurasian milfoil.
Or the stewards or whatever.
Okay,
For
so
basic
then we
species.
do owe them the $3,300 or whatever.
But did we agree to that?
I would say that
For
every
2025.
every time we discuss
We
the
did.
budget, it's always a separate discussion of we'll pay for 1 day of the barge or half of the barge and they get the 7,500. But it is amazing that they are the biggest number on this entire sheet.
Yes.
Mhm.
And that's why I'm saying,
And it's actually bigger than that, because like I said, so we're looking at 10,000,
Yeah.
over 10,000.
right.
Almost
Let's say up to
11,000.
about 50,000 for the.
Mhm.
I mean, one way you can look at it too is, okay, we are subsidizing septic pump outs, okay?
50,000 for the.
Is it the other taxpayer's responsibility that they live on with water access only? You know? I mean, that's just the way to look, I'm just pointing that out.
I can only see supporting it if. If it kind of helps this program that way, the law adherence to the law, otherwise I feel like. There is a way, there is a perspective saying. You own this home, this is your responsibility, you
Right.
take care of it.
You chose to be water access only. And
This
the
is-
only way the only way you can get pumped out is with a barge.
There's always that. But it's your drinking water argument.
I know, but that's, I understand that, but that. A lot
I
of
mean, that's
arguments,
your
whatever they are. they hold them.
responsibility as a homeowner,
I
though.
agree.
I mean, at the end of the day, that was a
If
choice.
you're shitting in the lake, then you're gonna be fine.
But if you're on Mill Pond Drive and you're crapping into Mill Pond.
No,
I don't think the town or village would be like, oh, let's subsidize you cleaning this up. They're like, get your ass out there or get it fixed.
I mean, obviously it's two different things, and that's what I'm looking
Well,
at.
can we combine it?
Yeah, I think we should just combine this to a
Make-
flat ask.
Yeah. a
I like.
Max ask.
So,
Yeah,
so
like,
just
Stop
think,
with this stupid.
That's
don't
actually
give
a
us
good
an
idea.
invoice For
it is,
the,
you know, if we give them.
$10,000 a year.
I don't even want to give that.
75, 75
That's
here.
it, 75, you pay for the barge.
No, don't even say that. Here's what you're getting from us.
Yeah, this is
Period.
our, this is our.
But they're looking at two
contribution.
different things.
Well,
Well, not
we're done
anymore.
looking
Well,
at.
that's what I mean, they
This
need
is
to
what
explain
you get
that.
Yeah.
Would that
you know,
hurt you
The
guys?
program is still there, but you're
They
paying
go
for
do
the
the
barge.
bar.
So am I
You just take
correct
the
though
other
that
boat,
we,
right?
You're
we need
correct,
to
and we
honor
have that.
Yes,
for
we do.
2025, we
Yes.
need to honor this for
Right.
3320.
Yeah.
And that really helps support our theory that we've tried this for 6 years.
Yeah.
Right,
And the reception has been poor at best.
and all we're doing
We're
is
gonna
over
have-
these years, whatever the cycle is.
Yeah.
By number of bedrooms or whatever, it's just the same old people.
You put 7,500 toward whatever you want. If you want it to go to milfoil, good. If you want it to go to pump outs, but that's what we're gonna give you.
Ruin the free breakfast for me.
But I mean,
There is no free breakfast.
I'm actually good with that message because it means
Yeah.
they've gotta get gear.
You have to give the message.
As we said it.
This is your-
There's been a 6-year grace period.
Right.
Since the time.
Yeah, you okay with that?
Yeah,
You're thinking though.
no, I was just wondering if you
Keep
got,
looking at the whole list.
I was wondering if you got any more, because usually Kathy would forward the request to us, so we knew who else had asked. Or at least the day we talked. about
Sorry,
this.
the ones that are in red are the ones that have actually given us a request. The other ones are just,
And I,
she made it
when I
seem like
get
we
them,
just kept doing it.
when I get them, I put them in your bot,
Yes, the
Mailbox.
ones in red are the ones we've actually received a request from.
For the record, those of us that are colorblind, the red thing doesn't.
You're not colorblind.
Okay. Thank you for that. I can start playing with my red balls again on the golf course.
Rick doesn't feel seen right.
okay.
Why did we give money to the airport? I don't remember much of. We don't have to talk about this now, this is not on the agenda.
Yes.
I'll go
When-
make some.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but we
give you
need-
guys all the requests
Okay.
and everything on the day that we do this.
We need the color coding.
Well,
Well,
apparently
cover
it's
red.
unnecessary.
Underline it.
You know, I have a thing about color.
I'm guessing.
So red was what?
They have made a request
They have
this
made
year.
a-
So red plus, oh, plus blue, I must have just been writing a different color that day.
Are you a little heat on here? 36, youth athletic went to 6,400.
Their new request for this year was 64.
Yeah, because they have to pay for mowing.
But did,
It was
the
about
notation
1,000?
next to youth athletics says they haven't picked up their money in years.
Yeah,
They actually pick up recently? There was at least 6 years that they didn't show up.
I have no idea.
Who was that?
The Youth Athletic Association.
Yeah.
But I can have all that for you guys tomorrow, because we'll have, tomorrow I think is gonna be short.
Yeah.
So,
Who's tomorrow? Shannon? No.
Haley and I.
Haley.
Yeah.
Well, these two are usually short too, but we have.
All right.
Managed to get an hour.
A couple of good things.
almost, yeah, it's almost an hour, right?
Ah,
Well, now that our permit fees are gone up, then, okay, we'll be in better shape.
We won't be, but you will be.
Make your numbers with
And
the
so,
increase,
do we all-
your revenue numbers with the increase in amounts.
We did.
But
Last meeting.
we haven't voted on the increased amounts yet.
no, we tabled
Yeah.
it. We tabled
We
it.
tabled it.
Yes, we tabled
We
it.
tabled it because.
Sorry, guys, we did.
I
knew we discussed it, I thought we did.
Yeah, because it seemed to be 100%, so it was just a little,
See, the
there
old-
was conversation about.
the older guys, we don't
over a
vote, we
couple of
can't.
years.
We did.
Just was the ones who said it was a done
Yeah.
deal.
Maybe she's older than we think.
oh, okay.
And I kind of felt like they weren't high enough. Jason was worried that they were too, that they were prices were increasing too much. It was
Too fast.
a lot of discourse.
Are they the same people who play golf?
Yeah,
I'll wait for
Probably.
that.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, Just like I thought of.
Penny.
If it makes you feel better, I don't know any of these people. I guess this is just,
You're just the buffer for them.
I don't know any of them, no one's talking about just.
After first week in November, maybe you'll think differently.
Yes, I think so.
No, I've been pretty consistent for the last 4 years.
Yeah, but after
I have a broken record, if anything. Whether you listen to it or not, that's a story.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we'll see, we'll see.
Sure.
Okay.
It took me a lot to cave on the $100 for the youth program, so Camp Classic.
Oh, yeah, that was
Like,
nice. I like that. Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
it was moving in the right direction and there was a plan, so that's why.
Don't expect any more.
Are we gonna, I hate to change something.
No, go ahead.
Are we gonna continue with the lake patrol?
Okay,
Well-
we were supposed to get information.
Oh,
Remember about,
Yeah,
wait a minute,
From Rich.
about what? I talked to Rich,
okay, go ahead.
he's gonna, I talked to him 2 nights ago,
yeah,
he's going, I said, nice way, where's the report? He didn't know anything about doing a report.
I gave him all the,
I know, but he didn't realize what he's supposed to do with those. So he said, basically, he said, I've got some, I haven't, my notes aren't complete, but I've got those sheets. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I didn't. But he's gonna come up with a report for us.
Let's discontinue Lake Patrol.
Let's not.
Let's just continue Lake Patrol.
How much do we spend?
Well, the budget's $12,000.
Yes, but remember, a year to date was only like,
Two,
yeah,
2,900,
what was it?
2,900.
And do we think that's all he's gonna?
What the
submit?
hell?
yeah, he did.
Cut it
We'll
by-
keep it for $3,000.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying, we cut it by 8.
That's why, if he's only gonna do
He
20,
did 1 or 2 hours during the week.
Yeah.
And he'd do it one day on the weekend.
well, if that kept everyone happy, then I'm happy to keep it for.
Exactly, I agree.
Yeah, are we,
Do we think it kept everyone happy?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
Well, almost.
Complaints.
Happy is a relative term.
Between players.
Oh.
The key complainers.
I don't-
Yeah.
well,
so from
I
12
guess
to,
we
are you saying
prefer-
3?
What I did is I gave him a few names and I said, when you're out there, go stop the boat right in front of their dock.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for at
And
least 20
Cruise
minutes.
by with the town north on the side.
So we're reducing that.
And we
line
aren't
to
being
12.
recorded or I tell you, but.
So
you
that-
can-
So if maybe he wasn't visible, then our office got the call.
Probably.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's not.
Oh, so we get some
Okay.
calls too.
That is through September. He better not be submitting shit after September
That's what I'm
30th.
thinking.
I thought it was earlier.
Boats,
No.
I talked to Kenny, we were on the lake yesterday for the last
We're not paying
time,
anything
Boats.
after,
so.
after October 31st anyway. Some more.
No,
payments.
he's done. He's done. I mean,
Don't have money. We don't have money.
Tell me, she's saying, y'all gotta get on board.
He's gotta cut hair off. It's a hard stuff.
You're too late on that one.
Yeah, so I mean, if Rich is going to do it again,
For $3,000.
3,500 week, I gotta go through this 3,500.
Yeah, we can adjust that line to
Yeah,
35.
3,500.
For the boats?
No,
For the boat.
For the boat.
The boat.
8 or 6.
So I have a rough 828, 500, so we're chipping away at that.
I've got some bad news for you about paving.
No,
It's not a full sweep of clean, they could just knock that whole, what was it, 800,000?
let's just not pay next year.
Wasn't 800,000.
Well, we could not do street lighting.
Might have been.
Dark skies
No,
would
maybe
be happy.
400.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 400.
Yeah,
I didn't write that.
yeah,
one.
dark sky would
But I
be
do
great,
remember years.
you know, hey,
Had to
we
be.
draw all these tourists.
I still wanna get
We
the
could
village
start a
to
new club, Stargazers of America.
to
Charge them
institute a thing that's
membership?
after 11 o'clock.
Money
Lodge
maker
road
and
to
a saver.
All your lights,
$5.
there may be a security light or something like this, but all of these businesses that have stuff on, oops, sorry.
Wow,
Whoa.
An emergency?
apparently.
Well, we don't, luckily it's not for us,
Yeah.
but, huh, interesting.
Oh, hey, you know what? Do you guys know anything that's going on with Mellow Moose? Because I saw Margie reposted freaking building. I'm counting on this money.
No way.
Yeah,
Did you see,
and then the car hit Mellow Moose.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Truck.
The cannabis store.
They stole a truck.
I didn't know it was
and
not
crashed it into.
Right
the
already
wall?
has
I don't know what it did there, but that's what
So
they
you
got.
need-
There's a hole in the building.
Like,
Yes.
circle back to the truck.
Yeah.
When they put the ambulance and the fire department on standby
Mhm.
for traffic accidents, like, what the hell is this all about?
Yeah.
Yeah, then
That's
you
what it was, yeah.
have to, and then they staged
Yeah,
before it was seen was secure,
oh my gosh.
so.
But I haven't been by to see the damage to the sign or damage to the building, but I did see that it was the building was relisted.
Wow.
How did I miss that?
No, it was this morning, yeah, or it was
The
like
fence came
yesterday.
down too.
So,
What came down?
Fence came down on the back neighbor's property.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And I
Um,
saw all the papers down and everything. in the-
Oh, is
yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, yeah, we did see
They
that.
just spent money paving.
A little bit.
If they paid for it.
Well, I'm
sure
sure,
that's true.
probably he wanted the money up front.
Probably.
Is that where you got a sign from this morning?
So do we know for sure that that's not a go?
Yes.
Well, I don't know, I just saw that it was relisted, I don't know, maybe it's like negotiation tactic, but I mean.
Hmm.
Not a good thing.
It
to
wasn't
have
closed?
I don't think
Well,
so,
they never technically bought it.
yeah.
Right,
It was all
Waiting for-
tradition,
Yeah.
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 Oh,
They were still waiting.
I was
for
assuming they were buying it,
No, they're leasing.
okay, so maybe everything's still good with the no news sign.
it. Could be.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's for, it could be for sale.
You seem very nervous.
Yeah.
She wants
tired of driving to Saranac Lake.
signs.
Shoulder, no, you'd be sick of driving to Saranac.
That's what I said earlier the other day, but I wasn't.
There's not even a Dunkin' Donuts there. No, there was something else.
I follow traffic like there. and
I am
it's gonna be
upset about
increased
Dunkin'
accidents.
It's Dunkin', it's not donuts anymore.
She has a twofold.
They changed the name of the
Not
company.
happy
Still don't go to
I don't.
I get
so
behind
I don't care.
Wow.
These sessions are getting.
Are we gonna go over any other?
Are we good? Have you guys watched the paper yet?
He caught, but I have looked at him like.
All I want is that you guys have a comfort level moving forward with Swazo.
Well, we will.
Do you want them to make their argument for their increased prices or no?
For their what?
Increased prices, you just have to talk to Jason.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Four,
Well,
boys, you wanna
that's
introduce
good.
me, 4 or 5 are good. Yeah, I'm one of 5.
That's
Maybe it's
good.
3.
Okay.
I'll just make sure that I'm vocal about why not.
Oh,
Well, this vote just.
So I don't know how well it's gonna go.
Although we haven't heard it in a while, for the record.
oh.
Oh, no, I don't need to. Everyone seems to be, I feel heard.
Okay.
Success.
Thank
with that.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
You're welcome.
But I will for this next one too.
Did I see in here the ambulance somewhere? They had a meeting this day,
The ambulance?
Yeah.
They did
it
send.
was under fire. Nah.
I see what you're saying.
Does the ambulance usually get put in our budget?
$15,000 got put in automatically,
So.
and then they had a request for,
68.
it all totaled 68.
And those for the ambulance, the newer one.
Well, it's for
So your fire, are
budget.
you talking about the fire
Yeah.
district? Start on 30. 31, 32, and 33.
Really good.
Very good.
Well, they're just each on their own.
32. Okay, so. 33. So the classic fire protection. So it's on 32. Was 41,860.
Yeah.
Which would be, that doesn't work.
Angle 6.
That doesn't
Yeah,
work.
he's a little dyslexic.
That's not going
That round down.
fine.
He rounded up.
I don't know. I was gonna let
Yeah.
go.
I wonder.
And if you added the 15 to that, that doesn't add up to 68,
No.
at least in my math, I'm not
No,
sure. if the
no.
new math
Where'd you get
would.
58?
Yeah, really.
That's what was,
That's what we gave last
that's
year.
what we gave last year.
So are they requesting?
While there was, that's what the meeting was last night, to come up with what their request is.
Right. Didn't we,
What was the village? What's that village does annual sort of? They don't?
Not to the ambulance, no.
Did they fill out an application to the county yet?
Yes, that was last night as well.
Good.
The mayor thinks it's doubled, if the village gives. I said, well, we do it the same way that fire protection is 60-40 or whatever.
Yeah, we pay 100.
But you and I, or anybody, and Amy will have to get together because of are you all familiar with the county? Derek said it's the county.
I don't know about the issue. I know there's an ongoing.
I call it the bailout program,
Okay.
where they wanna take, sales tax revenue from short-term rentals,
Okay.
which is gonna come in at an estimated, 2 million. They want 1.8 million of it to dispense equally. Would that be a fair? Well, it's proportionately
Proportionately. Yeah.
to all the towns. Because,
Proportionate by population size?
by agency and.
Because some agencies use Essex County personnel so
Right.
that they can man their stations,
Right.
or people their stations.
Yeah.
People at their stations.
Stop.
So the thought of the county was, we're supplying these for these towns, Lake Placid, Wilmington,
Keene.
Sable, Keene.
Yeah.
They don't need our help. So how are we going to incentivize them?
And
We
how
don't
are
need
we
their
gonna
staff.
leave it on the
For
rent?
services.
Correct.
We need them.
Yeah, we need, but not the service.
So then we're gonna get more money because we're
So-
gonna use their.
What the deal is up to 100,000, they match 50%.
So if we're given, 60,000, we get
30 back.
we get 30,000.
But as when I met with Jody, he said, you guys gotta find a way to maximize this.
Right,
And so if we give 100,000 to the ambulance, we get 50 back and we pay 50, so we actually see a reduction.
Right.
From the 68, but. We need to come up with some sort of. System where the ambulance isn't making $100,000 a year
right.
and we're subsidizing them.
Okay.
Like,
Makes sense.
I saw their budget and they're up they're in the black right now, about 20 grand.
Which is good.
What is their budget? 800,000 or a little
Yeah.
more?
But the problem, they're 20,000 in the black, but they put 50,000 for a new ambulance fund and they haven't put anything in it.
Okay, so
Okay,
that's,
so
I was gonna say,
that
so
will
what's,
over.
okay. What, and. They're in the black, we can have a discussion with
Yeah.
the side, but is it? Payroll savings or better reimbursements or?
Call volume is huge. We're usually at around 780 calls.
Okay.
We're at 1,400 right now.
So is the billing and the reimbursement better? No,
No.
that's two
Yeah.
different questions.
Billing's better, reimbursement's down.
Oh, yeah.
So that, like,
But no, as long as the billing's better, that's a big
Yeah.
step.
Yeah.
but
Okay,
with what's going on, is there going to be some sort of like cash flow issues?
There always is, yeah.
No, I mean, like with sort of like I would say the budget that was passed or the bill, the big beautiful bill, and then the cuts to sort of rural.
Medicaid,
So is there gonna be a potential revenue drop?
potential, right?
Okay.
But who knows what that's going to be. The other thing is they did almost 50% more standbys this year.
okay.
Which those are just very lucrative.
horse show finally paid?
Or show paid
Yes, ma'am.
You can speak.
The ambulance 69,000.
69.
Yeah.
It's split between 1 and 3. And that's why you're not seeing it exactly.
1 3.
Fire District 1 and Fire District 3.
Oh, okay. I can see.
It's split up. Okay,
Okay,
so it is in there.
so we just need to come up with some criteria of which we look at their budget. And say, yes, they're deserving of this money. No, they're making too much money off us.
So
So
you're saying if we give them,
Do if they actually make money, cause they're not like a for
goes,
profit
no, goes into the ambulance fund.
and they just build up their reserve.
Believe it, we look through salaries, a paramedic, which is an associate's degree, but with a lot of responsibility, they make $24 an hour.
Yeah,
EMTs are 19. The county actually contributed to the problem there because they pay theirs $2 more an hour. So,
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that bad of a situation if we do give them 50 or 60 and it gets. We give 100, we budget 100, but we can't pay out 100 out of the budget. How do we-
I don't know how quickly the turnaround is going to be from the county. Like, we proved that we gave $100,000. Because Saranac Lake is also, just to complicate the matter, Saranac Lake is asking. Because they
have a
have three
contract with
different,
us for 41,000.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
For our
So that means they're eligible for 20.
20.
Okay.
So now with us giving 70 in Placid, there's 35 coming back from the county, then 20. So we're up to 55,000 from the county.
So it comes to us or does it go
Yes.
to the?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask
Three.
that. I need to, I don't think I still fully understand the incentive.
Well, the
It-
incentive is to not have the towns keep it when you get it, you pass it
You
on.
pass it on to them, so we can up it, you know, if we wanted to, we could go to 120 and
Right.
get 60 back.
And then
And
Yeah,
still
But
be,
then, but then,
we still be ahead of the
but
game.
then the incentive is to give it to the ambulance so that the ambulance hires.
Correct.
Right.
Either salaries or subsidizes with equipment.
because the county wants to get away from personnel and all the towns.
Right.
So they're
What
gonna
if
give
there's
them
no one
money.
to- What if you're,
You know what the town of Newcomb pays every year for first responders? $300,000. There's 600 people in Newcomb.
Wow. I
Per
mean, I think those
resident.
people should be
Yeah,
paid
very
well,
well.
but
And this isn't anything Rick doesn't know, but I mean, there's been people over the years. That have gone other places because they can make more
Oh,
money.
here.
So if we pay enough, if they pay enough, not we, if they pay enough. They will come, or they will stay.
We've lost 3 to Orta. Orta's paying
That's right. Yeah.
like unbelievable
So
money.
the thought process, we'll say from a budgetary standpoint, is that, say we give 120, and then we have another budget line that would be like. Reimbursement revenue from the county, and that would come back into. Our budget and then roll over in the general fund, so we can apply it in the next fiscal year. Is that what we're
Yeah.
thinking?
That's,
I'm going to have to ask how that has worked in the past because
Yeah,
I don't.
hasn't been in the past.
Oh, it's just brand new?
Yeah.
Okay, and I was like,
And listen.
this is the first time I've heard about this and we've signed for it.
No, that's the thing, we can't,
sales tax.
We
on
can
short-term
talk about it,
rentals
but
is
that's it.
new.
Right.
Sales tax on short-term rentals is brand new.
Okay,
And that's the
I knew
that's
about
the
that
revenue
already.
source.
And that's the caveat is, will they collect 1 point, whatever?
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
don't
it's, I
even
mean,
know.
Cause essentially that will reduce the amount of property tax revenue that we have to put into these
Right.
districts, so it frees that money.
So
and we'll.
it's gonna, the timing is not that great.
No.
For that.
Listen, if we ever get our cannabis tax money, we can redesign the policy too, knowing what we're gonna get on a full year basis now. We can keep the $5,000 increments at 50% of that money and put $100,000 in our budget.
Right. That's the point. Yeah. Yeah, that's the point.
So I think for budgeting, just for clarity, is we stick with.
Yes, for now.
Yeah, I don't think we should do anything until we know what,
Right.
that's gonna
I
work.
mean, we could, that's the point. If it's going to happen, we can always adjust that. And say, here's X number more.
Okay.
Is there
But-
better acceptance by the ambulance folks on the county idea?
Yeah, after some arm twisting. Cause I flat out told them last meeting we had, I said, if you don't apply for this. Don't expect full support from us.
No.
That's just throwing money away.
Right.
No, that's,
Yeah, let's leave it. in
You know
the-
who's not doing it? Is Patty Bashaw.
So they have
Really?
to apply,
Is she J now?
I'm not sure.
they have to apply for it, we can't apply for it?
Correct. It's a weird.
That's weird.
And they have to supply the county with all the financial information, even though they've supplied it to us.
Good.
but this
See,
is,
that's the
so
thing.
you can just do it for both, have the develop it and hand it to us and to the county.
Yes, yeah, I just wanna make sure that
And you can tell.
they
me
know what
that
to,
we're
the
doing
ambulance
that.
knows what to do with the
That's
increase
like,
amount
you
if
know,
we do that.
throwing somebody
Yeah,
under
You know,
the
it's like throwing all in the ambulance,
It's just.
you know what I mean? It's gotta be.
Vehicle fund.
Oh,
We
yeah.
definitely don't wanna leave that
I think
money
that's
sitting
up from the vehicle fund. They need to up their pay, find other people, whatever, as opposed to just throw the vehicle.
So how do we do that?
We can,
attach strings on the portion that we give.
we can't, I don't think we can do that, we could just encourage.
We try to initially earmark our money to ambulance, but listen, when you get in trouble, you get in trouble. I don't,
They've already talked about salaries, you know, because they know that they're low.
Yeah.
Okay.
The only thing that keeps people here is it's a great environment. Just busy enough, and that's why the county has trouble attracting people, even at their rate,
yeah,
because it's downright, they're stuck in Newcomb.
yeah,
Where they get a call.
every
a
6
week.
months.
Yeah, no, that's my only concern is that they
And then
spend
they
the money in the right.
It's a DOA, they're dead by the time they got there. They don't know it.
We have to say, we have to do it right now.
This person is.
We can always increase it.
They couldn't find them in their postal service or.
Let's say it happens in July, we just give more money.
Can we do that though?
Sure, why not?
But there's no parameter, so it's
Or
still,
quantity.
it's still new within the process, they haven't really delineated what the process is.
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just on the radar, we'll go with this.
Well, they've got the process down. I don't know why they haven't thrown the referendum out.
They're gonna meet the tax cap in the tentative budget. We're gonna get that real soon.
Okay.
So at least I know that they're,
County's under the tax cap as well.
yeah. Well, listen, in fact, I had to ask the question without them throwing rotten tomatoes at me. But I said, okay, for the last 3 years, you've taken the fact that we were down 109 positions. And you put the money into the budget as if you're gonna hire those whole 109 people.
Oh, okay.
So every year I raise my hand and I say, what's actual? Mike puts his head down and he goes, 39. Good. Because that's lying to the people.
Yes,
It is.
that's a substantial amount of money too.
109, yeah.
109 people at average of $20 to $40 an hour.
Basically.
What's our payroll in a year? 2 million.
Sure.
And it is. That you'll have to touch.
I don't think it was a question.
Wow. Here's our CFO.
Anyway,
You know, I have to do everything all at once here. I would be so slack.
Payroll,
yeah, until the end of
Oh,
the
yeah,
month.
yeah.
But she's in
end of
the
the year.
she's moving now, the laptop's getting
So-
shut down. I think she's on the way to Florida now.
So yeah.
Okay, she's using
six,
some vacation.
Yeah,
And then if you add all your seasonal and overtime and all that.
we're pushing 3.
3.3.
Yeah,
We'll be that, yeah.
and we're under 109 positions, like I was saying, so I think when I calculated everything, it was 4 million. So 4 million gives you a little cushion,
Yeah.
Well, but
yeah, but also it's $129 million budget.
that's 30%-ish. Almost 40%.
Yeah.
Budget session done?
Yes,
Kill the budget. What do we need?
oh, yeah, see, short-term, how's your short-term memory?
It's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh,
Please.
thank you. for attending.